Well, at first, when I was younger, I, I went through a lot of struggles in high school. I was really bullied. I didn't feel good about myself. And I got made fun of, like, why do you want to be a singer? Why do you want to be a musician? Why do you want to be an actress? And I felt so secluded and isolated. And it was time, once I dropped out of college, I will admit, stay in school. Um, but I dropped out of college because I was like, I have to pursue my dreams as a musician. This is what I want. And it was in creating Gaga that I was able to create a superhero for myself. It was a vision for the me that I wanted to be. I wanted to be confident. I wanted to be filled with self-compassion. I wanted to be filled with compassion for others. And I wanted to share my story and my vision of the world with the world. You have a vision for yourself. You see, you can be here, right? And then you have your vision, and then all of a sudden, Gaga, myself, has given me the wings to fly. And what I was going to, add is that now, after almost over a decade of being in the industry, I really recognize my position that people are watching me. Now, I could hyper-focus on being objectified or being in tabloids or being gossiped about. But you know what? I'm thinking to myself, oh, the world is watching, and I have something important to say, and I want to change people's lives, and now my mission is different, and I have a responsibility to this whole world. Yes, I think it was something that I enjoyed to bemuse people, so that they would listen to the music and that there was sort of a state of confusion of who is this woman? I don't really, I'm like, it's kind of like, watching a train wreck, But the truth is that was part of my art form, was how do I get people to see and watch and listen and become engaged with me on a personal level, even though it felt quite superficial, I think, for a lot of people. And it's changed since then because, number one, it's no longer shocking to have pink hair. And number two, I think the most shocking thing that I could possibly do is be completely vulnerable and honest with you about my life, what I've been through, the struggles that I've seen, that I've also been a part of, and share that with the world so that I can help other people who are suffering. And one of those things that I deeply care about is mental health.
So, one of the things I loved was your speech, where you laid it all out there in the few seconds that you had. You said, if you're home and you're watching this right now, all I have to say is this is hard work. I've worked hard for a long time, and it's not about just winning. It's about not giving up. And if you have a dream, fight for it. And this is a part I love so much, y'all. This is worth a quote. There's a discipline for passion. And it's not about how many times you get rejected or you fall down or you've been beaten up. It's how many times you stand up and are brave and you keep on going. I just love that. There's a discipline for passion.
Thank you. There is a different discipline for passion. And guess what? This book that you've given everyone today,
yes,
this entire event, this is also an exercise in a discipline of passion for yourself. This is the time that is for you, to give back to you. When you give back to yourself, you sit in a state of gratitude, and then you are able to give to those around you and be kind. That is how we heal the world. So what I take an oath as a commitment today with you is it's 2020, and for the next decade and maybe longer, I'm going to get the smartest scientists, doctors, psychiatrists, mathematicians, researchers, and professors in the same room together, and we are going to go through each problem one by one, and we are going to solve this mental health crisis.
It's not about winning, it's about never giving up. All the times you were beaten up and you kept getting up, what kept you getting up?
I am upset because today I am triggered about being raped when I was 19, and I'm having a trauma response, and I'm going to take my medication, and I'm going to try to calm down my nervous system as much as possible so that this pain dissipates. The truth is that once I became famous, I thought to myself, well, I will, and I want to continue making music. I will and want to continue being in movies. But I want to help people. These people that come to my shows, I don't want to just take your money and sing for you. I want to help change your life. And I have all this life experience. And I can't, when I talk to God, I say, tell me what to do. Because I'm being watched. And I want to do the right thing here. So tell me what to say. Tell me how to say it. And help me see the path. And if you show me that path, I will walk down it. And do you know what, Oprah? Look where that path has led me. I am sitting right next to you. And also, the ego
Yes.
has got to go.
Because the
Ego wants to win the test. Oh, A+.
Yes.
I'm perfect.
Yes.
Nope, don't do it. You're doing yourself a major disservice. Go in there and answer those questions authentically, and then study them and radically accept your score. Well, some days are better than others. Some days I have lots of self-love. Some days I have less. Some days I have lots of self-confidence. Some days I have less. But I had to radically just accept that every day can be different, and that's okay. It doesn't mean we're not moving forward. If in therapy, they say sometimes when you take 3 steps forward, you might also take 1 step back. What's important is to try to keep tabs on making sure that if you take 2 steps forward, you don't also do something that takes you 10 steps backwards at the same time. So, my practice and my commitment is gratitude. And
gratitude even in the midst of the pain?
Gratitude even in the midst of the pain. I do this all the time. I will be laying on my porch in pain crying, and I will say, thank you, God, for this pain. Thank you. I surrender it to you. This pain is meant for me in my body right now. I'm here in this moment, and I'm learning. Thank you for teaching me.